Coming up on this week's edition of MPS Now, parents and students attend Parent University. Schools raise funds for the United Way, and students at Taylor Elementary learned how to handle bullies. All that and more next on MPS Now. Hello and welcome to MPS Now, your source of news and information about Norfolk Public Schools. I'm your host, Karen Tanner. Students and parents from around the district gathered together on a Saturday morning for the fall session of Parent University. Here's Amanda Verrata with the story.
The fall session of Parent University was all about learning without limits. Dozens of parents and children descended on Lake Taylor High School for a morning filled with information, instruction, and even a little fun. The day began with parents visiting vendors and was followed by an emotional speech from Brian Rice, who spoke about career opportunities and how parents should focus on raising the best children they can.
You know, a lot of times I don't think there are enough programs for parents. And I think it's important to kind of even reinforce the things into parents, because we go through life and we get distracted with work and with different things. And it's important to bring them in and just to reinforce those values that we as a school system needs, because when the child wins, we win. When the school system wins, we win. When the parents doing their part, we all win.
Parents then got to attend 2 different breakout sessions on a wide variety of topics, including positive behavior supports for preschoolers, getting the most from your library, and helping you and your child love science. But parents weren't the only ones learning at Parent University. Children attended their own special programs throughout the morning.
We are trying to make children realize that savings is very important. And so we have worksheets that we are showing them how they can save as little as a dime, a penny. Anything can add up over the years.
Well, today we're learning about Sue, the T-Rex dinosaur who was discovered in the mountains. And after the introductions and students told me what they knew about Sue, I then put them in 3 small groups of 2, and they're reading separate chapters of their choice in the book. And afterwards, they're drawing pictures of everything they learned about in that particular chapter. Then they're going to present what they learned in their particular chapter to the class.
Overall, parents were grateful for the chance to spend a Saturday morning learning and are ready to make a big difference in their children's lives.
I think it's a great opportunity. I was hoping, I hope more people come. But I think it's a good opportunity. I think, as long as the parents understand how much it'll help them, just listening to the speaker was enough of, good inspiration, kind of gets you in a good mood and confident about being parents. So I think it's a great offering.
I think it's really a good program. You can come here and you can learn as a parent in order to be able to help your kids with the homework, and also you can learn for yourself as well. It's a lot of things that we are learning today that we have the tools to do, and we didn't have the opportunity before, but we have the opportunity to do it now.
There will be 2 more parent universities this school year. We'll keep you informed of their dates and locations. As part of our 5-year strategic plan to become the cornerstone of a proudly diverse community, Norfolk Public Schools devoted an entire day to district-wide professional development. On October 11th, all faculty and staff were required to attend workshops designed to enhance employees' abilities and increase their knowledge. These workshops were held in various schools across the district, and staff members got to choose which sessions they attended. To support the United Way this month, Tidewater Park Elementary pulled out the tables and set up a carnival for students in their media center. The Tabletop Carnival was held during resource time, and students could play skee ball, spin the wheel, and pluck a duck for prizes, or even get their faces painted. The carnival raised $569 for the United Way. Pedaling for a cause. That's what the faculty at Larchmont Elementary did to support the United Way. The 2nd annual tricycle race took place under bright sunny skies and in front of an energetic student body. students donated money for their favorite teacher to participate, along with the principal, Dennis Pfeiffer, who described how he felt.
Sore right now, but it was fantastic. The kids were great. We raised a lot of money for a good cause, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
We came together the first week to do the Helping Hands graph in the cafeteria. The kids had to bring in quarters to purchase paw prints to raise the bar, raise the graph up. We raised over $500 to support the United Way there. And then, of course, with the trike race, the kids had an enormous amount of energy focused on supporting the United Way and helping our community.
With all their different activities, Larchmont has raised just over $1,000 for the United Way. Larchmont held its own fundraising event in October. The Larchmont PTA held its 32nd annual Run at Twilight, or Rat Race, with over 900 students, teachers, and community members participating. This huge community event enables the entire Lamberts Point, ODU, and Larchmont communities to come together to raise money for Larchmont Elementary. Camp Allen Elementary loves its bus drivers, so much so that they honor them with a breakfast each year in appreciation for what they all do.
We've been doing it on and off for about, I believe, 6 or 7 years. We always do it to honor our bus drivers. They are one of the biggest components to a school. We get a lot of our students bused in and from neighborhoods, and they do everything they can to keep them safe, and we just want to show them that we appreciate them and all that they do for us.
It's an honor because it's a tough job being a bus driver, and being here at Camp Allen, they show us love and compassion, that they appreciate everything we do, and we appreciate everything they do to assist us with the kids, and we help them as well.
Sherwood Forest math interventionist Tamara Smith-Moeller was recently honored by the Norfolk Masonic Temple as Norfolk Public Schools District-wide Teacher of the Year. There was a brief ceremony where she was presented with a check for $500 to further her educational efforts. October is National Bullying Prevention Month, and throughout the month, students in Norfolk Public Schools have participated in activities to raise their awareness. At Taylor Elementary, students and staff learned how to X out bullying from a play. Dawn Anderson has the story.
Empowerment. That's the message of the children's play, X Out Bullying, performed by actors from the Virginia Stage Company.
Our goal with this production is to give children a language to speak to bullying and also feel empowered that they can speak out to a trusted adult about the problems if they face bullying or if they are bystanders who witness bullying.
Their performance was a great way to convey the facts to the young audience at Taylor Elementary. It was educational, interactive, and creative.
It's some silly, fun, theatrical antics mixed with some real teaching moments. And so in our play we meet 3 characters, Professor XY Zanderhoff, who's a bit of a nutty professor, and his students, who are Lexi and Jordan. And the 3 of them put together a collection of different skits and plays that help teach different ideas about why bullies bully, what to do if you're a bystander to bullying.
It is estimated that 1 in 4 children in America suffers from repeated harassment. School leaders are responding more quickly to bullying because they know it can have devastating effects on a young person.
Students who are bullied can internalize and hold in a lot of the pain that comes about from bullying. They can become depressed. They can have self-injurious behavior. It's really important that we address these problems and encourage students to speak out, because they can also have issues where students act out and create other harmful scenarios in the school that distract students from learning.
Presenting such serious information to children in a way they can understand seems to be working.
Well, I thought it was really funny, and you would like it too. And if you didn't know how to react to bullying, this would be the play for you.
Well, I learned that if somebody's bullying, you shouldn't watch, you should go tell an adult. And if you're being bullied, you should still tell an adult and tell them to stop. And don't spread rumors about people.
You really should use HOPS. H is for have a heart. O is for offer friendship. P is for protect your rights. And S is for speak up.
If you see bullying and you need help, you can call the Safe Schools hotline at 628-1171 or send an email to safeschools@mpsk12.com. We'll also talk more about Bully Prevention Month in our third segment. If you have any great story ideas or events happening at your school, please be sure to contact us at mpsnews@mpsk12.com. Coming up next on MPS Now, which longtime MPS basketball coach has just been named a Hall of Famer? Stay tuned to find out.
Welcome back to MPS Now. I'm Steve Setmiller, Senior Coordinator of Athletics. Veteran coach Jack Baker was honored this past week at the Hampton Roads Hall of Fame banquet. Coach Baker was one of 6 new inductees of the Hall of Fame class of 2013. I had a chance to catch up with Coach Baker at the ceremony and asked him his thoughts on his prestigious honor.
Well, it's obviously quite an honor, and I'm very been blessed with some very good players to get me to this point in my life, and it's just a real honor to be here tonight.
How has Maury High School and your program kind of shaped everything for you?
Well, I've been there for so long. It really is really like a second home to me beside my family. These players and the school itself, I care so much about. I've been there 41 years and went to school there, and coming back here, it really is like a second home to me, and always has been.
What motivates you to be a basketball coach or a coach and an educator?
Well, being around kids, I think trying to make kids better, not just basketball-wise, but in life, making them realize what's important, what's not important. And as long as I think I can, help kids do that, then I'll probably continue to do it a little bit longer.
Coach Baker has an impressive resume that includes 670 wins, 16 Eastern District titles, 10 Eastern District tournament titles, 11-time Eastern District Coach of the Year, and a Lifetime Achievement Award from the Virginia High School League. Coach Baker and his team will begin his 38th year as head basketball coach as winter sports gets underway on November 11th. Congratulations to Allie Sobers of Maury High School, who has qualified for the Virginia High School League Girls Golf State Championship. Allie finished second place in the East Zone qualifier with a round of 76. I had an opportunity to talk to Allie about her placing second, her golf game, and future plans.
Pretty good. I'm a little disappointed, but I guess it's kind of good that I did finally qualify because I've tried. But it's second. First would be nice, but can't really complain.
Okay. You shot a 76. That qualified you. Give us a little bit of background on your game. What's some of your strong points that helps you compete at the level that you do compete at?
I could definitely say my short game that day was very significant. I was pretty good off the tee, but my iron shots weren't very accurate, so my short games helped me significantly in the round.
With a 4.1 GPA and a student in Maury's Eastern Virginia Medical School program, Allie would like to use golf as a springboard for her life after high school.
I know I want to play golf in college, but I haven't really talked to many colleges. I've talked to a couple, but none that I really want to go to. But other than playing in college, I do want to be a doctor, so I'm trying to get into a college that does have a medical program also.
The state tournament is in Richmond, and we wish her good luck. Tournament week for middle schools concluded with champions crowned in club boys tennis, girls volleyball, and boys volleyball. Let's go out to Old Dominion University's tennis complex for the boys tennis tournament. In boys singles, it was Blair's Harrison Gray over doubles partners Aiden Cohen by the score of 8-3 to win the title. Gray secured the title by winning 4 matches and only losing 6 games during the tournament.
Feels pretty great winning it for the first time. I've been in it 3 times and didn't win.
In doubles, Gray and Cohen defeated Blair teammates Dash McLaren and Jarrett Zimmerman by the score of 8-1.
But we prepared a lot. Every Monday through Thursday, we would train with the best coach, Mike Pugh, and we practiced hard every day, and we gave everything we got today.
Girls and boys volleyball tournament was held at Blair Middle School. Northside girls in blue won the regular season and came into the match undefeated at 6-0. They defeated Lafayette in the semis, while third-seeded Ruffner came in with a record of 4-2. They upset second-seeded Blair to make this final. Here, Northside's Kayla Smith has a nice serve to score a point for the Stars. Ruffner's Jordan Poole finds an opening for the point. And here, India Upshur puts another point on the board for the Bulldogs. Jillian Casey scores for Northside as the Stars held off Ruffner. The final score was 25-18, 25-19 to complete the two-game sweep.
It's really good knowing, it feels really good knowing that you worked hard and you got a win out of what you worked hard for.
I kind of feel the same way, but I feel like if we work hard enough, and we did, we could win this and just succeed at more stuff by overcoming it.
In the boys' match, the third-seeded Azalea Gardens Rockets entered the finals with visions of upsetting two-time defending tournament champions and #1 seeded Blair Clippers. Blair and Green came into this final with a 5-1 record and having beaten Lake Taylor in the semifinals. Azalea Gardens' record was 4-2 and defeated Northside in their semifinal match. Azalea Gardens scores a point with the serve here. And also with a nice return. The Clippers stayed strong throughout. Here, Jelani Byfield scores on the block. And here, John Austin clinches it on championship point as the Clippers won by the scores of 25-9 and 25-18. Let's see what the Clippers think of winning their third crown in a row.
It's exciting. It's our third championship in a row. All the 8th graders are really excited to win with all the new guys, and we're just excited for the entire team.
I feel the same way. We tried our best, and we did what we did, and we just hope we can win more championships.
Middle school football playoffs are shaping up. This upcoming week is crucial as teams vie for those final 4 spots. Semifinals are scheduled for Saturday, November 2nd at Booker T. Washington High School and IC Norcom High School. Check the MPS website to see which teams will play and times. For your latest results and schedules, make sure you check out your big team websites. More MPS Now after this.
Welcome back to MPS Now. With us today is Carol Hamlin, Senior Coordinator for Student Support Services. Carol, thank you for joining us on MPS Now.
Thank you.
Wow, October is National Bully Awareness Month, or Anti-Bully Awareness Month. Tell me, what's the importance of recognizing this month in October?
It's a nationwide effort to make sure that all schools are doing campaigns to reduce bullying. It gives us an opportunity to get information to the students, to their parents. In Norfolk Public Schools, we have activities going on in every different school, and some really wonderful activities to just bring it to the forefront, to give students tips on how to handle bullying if they're being bullied, how to report it, not to be a bystander, and just the resources that they need to make sure that it's not going on in their buildings. In Norfolk, we say we want the students to be respectful, responsible, and safe as part of our PBIS, and we've incorporated the two.
How would I know if I'm being bullied?
Well, bullying is actually the repeated, and that's the key word, repeated intent to do harm, and it could be by a person or a group of individuals, and that can involve name calling, taunting, anything that will cause a student to feel fearful, afraid, or humiliated. It's a form of intimidation. It could happen, day to day, or it could happen through the social media, which is also one of the challenges that we all face with the bullying piece.
So if I'm being bullied, what do I do?
The first thing you want to do, of course, is your parents are your first advocates. So you want to tell your parents about it so that they can get in contact with the school. But while you're at school, you tell any trusted adult, you talk about it. You talk about it to your friends so that people are aware of what's happening to you, so that you don't hold it in silence. One of the things that I think all research has shown is that by not speaking out against bullying, you actually give the bully power.
So what is Norfolk Public Schools doing to bring awareness to our students, and not just the month of October, I'm sure, but all year long, to prevention and stopping bullying?
Well, first of all, we have the anti-bullying cards, and I happen to have one with me.
Oh, that's nice.
And so this has been given to all students and their parents. We have anti-bullying posters in the schools. We have a anti-bullying hotline. We call it Hotline for Bullying and Safe Schools. There's a web address that you can also email. There are ongoing activities within the building that's partly through the guidance counselors provide a lot of information regarding bullying. So it's not just for the month of October, it's an ongoing process. A lot of schools have taken the pledge against bullying. Some schools have Rachel's Challenge. One school has BARK.
And then we also have PBIS.
PBIS is, and the thing about PBIS, there's a whole component that deals with bullying, and it gives you the lesson plans and everything that you need. This year, we also have, in the administrator's toolkit, we've provided them with the resources from stopbullying.gov, and that's just all kinds of activities, the best practices, everything that you would need to run a wonderful anti-bullying program in your building.
So what happens to a student if he or she is caught bullying?
Well, there's an investigation like anything else. We're going to give due process and follow through. We developed actually a protocol for investigating the bullying complaints, as well as looking at, the federal government has given us many guidelines in terms of what bullying looks like. Could it be based on race, gender, disability, characteristics? So we have put codes in to address those, but we have a very detailed process for, following up on bullying complaints.
Okay, so you have bullying at school and then bullying via social media.
Right.
How do we handle cyberbullying through social media?
Well, we have to be careful in terms of the First and Fourth Amendment, but one of the things that we try to do is to make sure when we do our thorough investigation, we can tell if the cyberbullying had anything to do with school. If it has anything to do with school, and we have people here that work with us through network security that can help us delve into it a little bit more. We can also look sometimes through Facebook and that type of thing. We ask the students and parents to provide us with as much information as possible.
Right.
If it's not something that's related to school, then we would advise parents to then follow up with the police.
Okay. So I think this is some good information, Carol, and I want you to share the Bully Hotline phone number for me, for parents and students out there, and then also share the email address again for them to note that.
Okay. Well, the bullying hotline is 757-628-1171. And the bullying hotline email is safeschools.com.
Wow. So have people been calling in?
Yes, yes. And the neat part about it is that when the students got the cards, especially our elementary students, they called just to see how it worked. And, we had some reports, we're able to follow up quickly. It shows up everywhere, so we get notifications when we've had a call, not just on the phone, but also on our cell phones or iPads to let us know so we can quickly follow up. Sometimes students want you to call back, others will just leave information and we can contact the schools to follow up.
And I've been in the schools and I've seen the posters and they're really cool, especially one with a young man with glasses but pulls shirts back like Superman.
Yes.
I think that's very informative. And thank you, Carol, for joining us today and sharing information about Bully Prevention Month. And we want to thank you today for tuning in to MPS Now. You can catch us on WMPS Channel 47 or you can watch us online at www.mpsk12.com. Again, thank you for watching MPS Now.